You're listening to the Decentralized Talk Podcast, your crypto connection.
Decentralized Talk. Decentralized Talk.
All right, guys. Welcome to another outstanding episode of the Decentralized Talk Podcast. This is now episode 25 in production. Guys, it's a quarter of 100 shows. That's a quarter, well, because that's what 25 is of 100. But that's where we're at.
We're a dime piece.
That would make us less, though.
No,
We're a quarter.
Oh, oh yeah. I mean, if you want to go by like facts, I
So
guess.
On a scale of 1 to 10, we're at 25
numbers.
right now. All right. So think about that for a second, guys. That's a lot of shows. That's 25 shows. That's 25 weeks that we've been dedicated to sending out our viral voices to your eargasms. Something. This week in crypto has been absolutely crazy. All right, we had like a mining mega warehouse floods. We had a market crash, a mini market crash. We got plagues of locusts, deaths of your firstborn son. It's been pretty intense.
He's risen too. I don't know if y'all heard about that.
He's risen indeed.
Yeah.
This is not investing advice. This is just our opinions. Please do your own research when investing in cryptocurrencies. All right, guys, let's get it started off with this week in crypto. It's been crazy week.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of stuff going on this week. I mean, and the markets have been down for quite a while now.
Up until like today.
Yeah.
Well, there's always a bounce back. But yeah, I mean, it's been a rough year overall. I mean, What can you expect after the end of last year, though?
2018 has been not kind to the crypto portfolio.
Yeah, I think it's building though. I think it's building a lot. There's a lot of foundation going on, and there was a lot of. I mean, I think any reasonable person would have seen that large of a jump in that short of a period of time. Is there's a lot of that was fluff, and so that's all good. I mean, when the market comes back and it corrects, that's what a market will do in a free and open and decentralized market. Will automatically correct itself. That's what it does. It's pure capitalism, not crony capitalism. It's very special.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I think we'll look back on this 2018 like 5 years from now and say, why the hell did I not buy more of blank coin?
Yeah, guaranteed. So just jumping right into the news, that leads me into Coinbase is rumored that they're going to start trading some particular coins, some that we've been fans of. We've been talking about from the beginning, even through the hard times. Heston has been, what do you call it?
Dollar cost averaging?
Yeah, DCA. It's been so long since we talked about DCA. It's been DCA and Cardano getting punished by Cardano, and anybody who's out there who's been investing in Cardano has been getting punished. But we got the rumor mill is spreading, and it says that Coinbase is likely to start trading Zcash, Stellar, Cardano, OX Basic Attention Token. I don't even know what OX is. Basic Attention Token.
It's
We did a show on it once.
It's a decentralized trading platform. We talked about OX one time.
OX, yeah, is the OX is the most interesting of the bunch because it's a direct competitor of Coinbase. You know, it's a decentralized exchange. So having Coinbase,
Overstock one?
Yeah, they're basically helping a competitor, which is strange. You don't see that very often. That's interesting. Basic attention token.
Space.
I can easily see why they would offer basic attention token. It has a use case for sure. Stellar, I can definitely see why they want a piece of Stellar because there's a lot of money going in and out of Stellar. It's huge right now. Zcash same way, Cardano same way. So Zcash, Stellar, and Cardano, I can totally see why Coinbase wants a little piece of that money because there's a lot of trades going in and out. They got good volume. OX and BAT, not so much, especially OX. That's a real that one's like a curveball, like why they would help out a competitor like that.
The only thing I could think of that makes sense for that, then, based on that scenario, and this is just from coming at it from what we're talking about here, is that I know that the centralized exchanges have been catching a lot of shit lately.
From Vitalik.
Yeah, Vitalik
Yeah, we said
specifically,
something
right?
burn in
Didn't they
hell.
all burn in hell.
Yeah.
So
That seems pretty harsh.
that's
Burn
among
in hell.
that's among the harshest things you can say to someone.
It's pretty harsh.
Eternal damnation in Dante's Inferno, the crypto inferno. That's
But
pretty
how
harsh
does
for-
an exchange get sentenced to hell? I'm not sure how that does. When the exchange dies, it goes to the pearly gates, and they go, "Hey, OX,
Yeah, all of a
this
sudden
list of sins here."
you walk in that elevator and it's only got a down arrow, and you're like, oh, shit. Gonna hang out here in purgatory for a while before I figure out where this goes.
Yeah, decentralized exchange purgatory.
So that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be great for a lot of people who've been hanging on. I saw a tweet today, and it was a little meme, and it had a guy on a racetrack. It was basically like a straight, like a 50-yard dash, and it said what people think hodling is, and then underneath it said what hodling actually is, and it was like alligator pits and big mountains to climb, and like getting on a ski lift and stuff, trying to hang on.
Yeah,
So it's
very true.
It's
I mean,
crazy out
as soon
there.
as Coinbase announced this, all 5 of those coins jumped up in price, obviously, and that was a day when almost every other cryptocurrency was in the red, and those were like the 5 in the green. So obviously that's going to happen. But
And what about with Coinbase? What about Ethereum Classic?
I mean, that news came out a little while ago, but they when they announced that they was going to start accepting these, and there's no timetable on these, but when they did start saying that they're going to start trading these 5 coins, they said it won't affect the implementation of Ethereum Classic. So they're still gonna have ETC on Coinbase as well. So there'll be 6 added, really.
So this rumor is from where?
Well, it's not a rumor anymore because Coinbase did come out with a statement saying that.
So okay, so we can confirm.
Yeah,
We're confirming it.
we're
today.
confirming it live on the show.
Live on the show.
No, Coinbase confirmed it.
Like,
no,
week
they said they came out and said that they're going to start doing that, but they didn't say when, so who knows.
I mean, I don't think either they've kind of held their value since they popped up, but I think it'll all level out here before too long.
Probably. But I mean, if Coinbase wants to stay relevant and stay afloat, then they're going to have to start accepting more coins other than Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash. They're going to have to. So these are just the first 5, 6, They're going to
because
still
Coinbase is so
accept
big,
dozens.
I think it's incumbent on Coinbase to try to expand a little bit. If they
what I'm saying.
want to bring more people into cryptocurrency, well, I mean, give us more than just one thing to play with. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
and that's
Why are you
what they're
limiting
doing.
yourself? Especially, when finance is just killing it. I saw an article where they made like $1 billion this year.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yep. And
That's ridiculous.
I think Coinbase, because they're so popular, they're trying to play it safe in regards to like the government, and they don't want people to be scammed, and so that's why they always play it like on a real safe side of which coins they're going to start.
Well, and they're one of the few places you can go fiat to crypto. Binance, you're not putting in your dollars and getting anything. You're just having to go, crypto to crypto.
Yeah, that makes it a lot more complicated. And so that's what I'm saying. When everybody comes to crypto, the first place they stop at is Coinbase,
Yep.
and you got to expand it. You got to expand it. You want to bring people into more things because I mean, it becomes frustrating when you got to pay these kind of high Coinbase fees just to get into everything. Then once you kind of get some coins in the market and on a digital wallet, then you can go around and play with different exchanges. But Coinbase is definitely, I mean, as far as I know, it still is where everybody first comes. You put a debit card on there. So, what about? So that's the future of Coinbase. What about the future of futures? We're going to figure out if they're going to do a Bitcoin ETF. When does that happen?
The decision is supposed to be the deadline's the deadline is August 10th. But that doesn't necessarily mean a decision will be made then. I highly doubt the decision will be made then. I think they'll extend it at least 45 days probably. They're going to probably push it off to make this decision. But I'll tell you what, an ETF would be huge. I mean, an ETF would be probably the biggest thing that the crypto space has seen in other than the just crazy speculative bubble that we just went through, at least in the last few years, for sure, because it brings validity to the space, and it would bring institutional money in. It would it would be a really, really, really good thing for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general, for sure.
Yeah, if it was in an ETF, then I wonder how many like Vanguard and Fidelity and some of these other 401ks would give people the option at least. They have a gold option. You can do a gold IRA and that kind of stuff. If you could throw an ETF into your mutual fund, that would be amazing. If you could throw a Bitcoin ETF into your, did I say gold? If you could throw a Bitcoin ETF into your mutual fund, or you could throw a Bitcoin ETF into your 401k, then people would be buying it without
going to Coinbase.
Yeah, buying it without going to Coinbase, and they'd be buying it without all the risk.
Just buying it through their
hedge against their stocks.
401k.
Exactly. It's a diversification.
Yeah, it's a better for the diversification. If you get anybody who's interested in adding like however they can do it, because a lot of ETFs won't let you, or I mean a lot of 401ks won't let you you do like physical gold with it, or even certain gold stocks. They'll just let you buy like broad-based stocks that are like that are centered around gold. So this may be an easier option for people that are trying to hedge, even in that space.
Yeah, I mean, right now, with my 401k, like, I feel like it's pretty
small.
Small, but there's not a lot of options in it. You only can pick basically your bonds, your stocks, your ETFs, and it's another option is always nice.
Yeah,
even if it's a more volatile, higher risk
but
one.
you could always throw 1% or 5% or 10%.
Oh, 100% would.
100%.
I would 100% throw 1% in there.
Yeah. 6% of the time.
Yeah, imagine if your company gave you a 6% match on your Bitcoin.
Oh my God,
that'd be pretty tasty,
especially when it's worth $200,000. Oh, hey, what's up with the? When was the John McAfee deadline?
I don't know.
Is it?
It's this
year.
It was
2020. No, I thought it was 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he's probably going to extend it.
He's probably going to get assassinated before then. All the stuff y'all been hearing all the stuff about him, where he's getting death threats and he's hiding from the SEC and people are.
Oh, what's going on?
I don't know.
A crazy life.
Probably nothing. He's probably just doing a bunch of cocaine and paranoid as shit.
I did recently.
I don't know.
I did recently read about his whole venture into the bath salt world.
Oh yeah, that's probably
that is like a hell of a story. Captivating story, man. That guy.
Captivating.
I don't know the story.
Well, So when he went to where was it? Belize. He got into bath salts, really hooked on them, and he was also dating a 14-year-old, and they were having like 14-year-old prostitute, and they were having like crazy sex, and he got hooked on bath salts, so they were doing bath salts all the time. And then he started making his own bath salts. So he made this like strain of bath salts that was like better than all the rest. He was mainlining bath salts. John McAfee, the fucking multimillionaire business owner, was mainlining bath salts. Like it's just the man's crazy. The man's crazy. And then so he had a lot of dogs on his property. And then his neighbor used to come. Oh, he would also say that like bath salts make you so sexual that you'll basically fuck anything that comes around you. So he would have to like lock up the dogs because he would have parties and people would be fucking his dogs. Yeah. And then so his neighbor used to complain about all the dogs. And then one day his dog like ended up dead, like poisoned or something like that. And then the next day his neighbor ended up dead with a gunshot wound in his head. And that's when he was wanted for murder and fled the country. So he's a crazy, crazy mofo.
He also invented a sport that is basically like hang gliding through the desert.
That's why he went to
speed.
Belize. That's why he went to Belize in the first place, because it was a sport for like rich white dudes. Like you go super fast, super low to the ground.
If you're black, you're not allowed to be on a hang glider.
Well, no, but it was just your typical. It was your typical like fucking rich white dude thing to do, is like fly this hang gliding super fast, super low to the ground, and like somebody died.
Sort of a bunch of bath salts.
Yeah, somebody died from it, and then they sued him, and so he fled the country to Belize, and that's when the whole bath salts thing started. He's crazy, man. The guy.
Wait, so what is the sport part about this?
That was the sport. He started that in America.
No, but I mean, like, okay, so you're hang gliding. That's all I got. Hang gliding in the desert. So far, I don't see the competition.
I would probably say like who is a race or something. Yeah, who could,
or alive.
Yeah, yeah. If you survive, you win.
It turns out none of this actually happened. This is just a trip he had on bath salts.
That's possible. Well, and what's funny is like
his neighbor is dead though. I can confirm. That happened.
What's funny
confirmed
is like,
by Decentralized Talk Radio.
A lot of these bath salt talks about like having sex with a 14-year-old prostitute and all this stuff. He posted this on Reddit, asking them questions about mainlining bath salts and about how it makes him feel sexually, and how like he would have sex with fruits and all kinds of different things while on bath salts. And then later he came out and was like, "Hey guys, I just want to let everybody know it's me, John McAfee." Like he outed himself, like after months and months of posting on Reddit anonymously, like outed himself, like, "Oh, that's actually me that was posting all those creepy ass things about bath salts and sex." Yeah, he's a trip. I would love to have him on the show. John, if you're listening out there, we would love to have you on. Just send us a message.
Please don't message me.
We got free bath salts for any guest that comes on, John.
And I got a 14-year-old Scotch that is delicious.
There you go.
Okay,
I think we get away from futures and whatnot, but I don't know.
Yeah, we totally went off a tangent there, but
well, an ETF is not a future though. That's the great thing about. I read that Q backwards, but an ETF is not a future. So that's what's so special. Is it's Bitcoin's already tradable.
It's an exchange traded fund.
All right, so it's like a little mini mutual fund.
Yeah, it's like if you didn't have enough money to buy a bar of gold, then.
So what would be in the Bitcoin ETF?
I would think a portion of Bitcoin. You know, if you didn't have enough money to buy a full Bitcoin, if you didn't have that $6,000,
you could have
but an ETF is usually
ETF, but you could have a cryptocurrency ETF, is what it probably would be.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense.
So you get so almost like an index fund or a mutual fund, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So you get a little handful of you get a little taste of
type of crypto. Yeah.
Of the market.
Like what would you basket of?
If you had to make your own crypto ETF, what would be in your crypto ETF?
It would just be an index fund of the top 10. Honestly,
that's probably a good idea.
It would just be those top 10. All the other coins, they're too sketchy for me. Like they could do anything. But those top 10, they seem like they're going to be around for like the long haul. At least they have the best chance, I think, to be around for the long haul. Now there could
look at Batcoin.
Yeah,
Bat token.
I mean, yeah, it's all right. I've been using BAT all day, messing around with it, trying to test it out, and it's our coin focus. We'll get there. But for me, I think the top 10, those got a better chance. Now in 10 years, we could be like, oh my God, that coin that was on our 3-on-3
Zinfin,
that was ranked. yeah. That coin that was ranked like 1117, that's the one that made it. That's the Netflix, that's the Google. Who knows? But right now, current state market's at, I would say it was top 10, or that's your safe bet.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you could do more than one too. You could do, obviously there's all kinds of ETFs out there. You've got ones that are more risky, less risky. You would want to do the same thing. You could have your top 10. Then you can do.
I want like a Zinfin, Cthulhu.
Your low market cap ETF, yeah.
Bundle.
Yeah.
Just be it's called the Shot in the Dark ETF.
Tater's Shot in the Dark ETF.
A lot of people shot in the head when they killed themselves. How much money they lost.
Yeah, or if they moved next to John McAfee. All right, Litecoin and the banks. Litecoin Foundation and Token Pay purchased 9.9% of German bank. What does that mean?
Oh, Chuck. So we all know that old Charlie Lee, old Chuck, donated all his Litecoin to Litecoin Foundation back at the beginning of the year, right? Just happened to be
very controversial.
Yeah, just happened to be when it was like at the tippy top, the highest it's ever been.
Yeah.
So like the Litecoin Token Pay had already had a deal with a German bank, and I don't have the name of it, to purchase a percentage of the bank. They brought Litecoin Foundation on to purchase it together, basically. So Litecoin Foundation and Token Pay did a joint purchase of 9.9% of this German bank. So yeah, this one might be the biggest news of the week, I think, for me, because what this does is it helps integrate the banking system and SWIFT and cryptocurrencies. So it just kind of slightly opens the door, it cracks the door just a little bit to connect the banking system and cryptocurrency, which is a good thing for the future. It's all this stuff is baby steps, We always say it, like we're so early, we're so in the infant stages. All these things we see on a week-to-week basis, they're all baby steps. 10 years from now, we probably won't even remember the Litecoin Foundation and Token Pay purchasing 10% of a German bank. But that could be just one of those sparks that helps fuel the fire of connecting banks and cryptocurrency.
Just another block on the chain.
Think about, since they already own part of the bank, they can implement cryptocurrencies with SWIFT system. Then you have your debit card, which you load USD onto. But then if you want to use Litecoin, you swipe it and you just bought something with your Litecoin. Those are things that can happen in the future. I think this is just a good sign of things to come. So now why they did this, there's got to be some kind of motive from their side, and maybe it is genuine that they are trying to grow cryptocurrency.
Maybe they just wanted to own a bank.
Well, so what they said is that they said they needed the Litecoin bank, or the Litecoin Foundation needed a bank. These are the reasons that they said that they bought the bank, Litecoin Foundation. It says Litecoin Foundation needed a bank. The partnership opens up a potential to offer banking services to other crypto-related companies. It also opens up the potential to offer products such as Litecoin debit cards and a reliable fiat source for merchant processing. Token Pay previously had a deal to purchase the bank and partnered with the Litecoin Foundation for part of the deal. And the Litecoin Foundation can help Token Pay with tech like the Lightning Network. So those are the reasons that they gave for purchasing the bank.
Love it. What about some of the new patents that are coming out? Enterprise blockchain patents. Who's getting them? What are they doing?
I think one of the big ones, Walmart. But I mean, Walmart filed, Solaris Bank, Amex, hell, the Chinese government filed for one.
Amex, American Express.
Yeah, American Express for
So I didn't hear about that.
for a proof of payment system. I mean, obviously Walmart is supply chain. I mean, that's going to be the big one for any big company that's has a very large supply chain. Then
IBM is stellar. See, what's interesting about these is these corporations are talking about implementing blockchain, but not in a cryptocurrency sense.
Yeah.
Because more and more companies are starting to see like the genius behind blockchain technology and really how it can help their business, but not release as some kind of cryptocurrency and not, have help the market from an investor standpoint or anything like that. It would help the stock market from an investor standpoint if you own stock in Walmart, because with blockchain they'll be more efficient, but not from a cryptocurrency standpoint. They're not going to have Walmart coin or whatever.
I think you're going to be hard pressed to find a major corporation going with a cryptocurrency.
What about Kodak?
Kodak, yeah.
Or Kik?
Well, I wonder with Walmart, like, because one of the
Oh, you don't want to talk about Kik, huh? You want to talk about Zenfin all the time, but you won't talk about Kik.
I don't even know what Kik is.
Kik has KinCoin. Kik is a messaging app like WhatsApp. Very big.
Oh, it's KinCoin? That's why I don't know what it is.
Kik is a messaging app, and they use Kin for microtransactions.
Tipping and stuff?
Mm-hmm. To buy wallpapers and stickers and emojis and stuff like that. It's also a really, really good investment if you want to lose like all your money. I mean, I heard from a guy.
We're gonna do a Kin, Zenfin, Cthulhu ETF starting now.
Oh God.
It's gonna be basically for shorting the market.
It's gonna be called FML ETF.
My question is with blockchain and Walmart. Walmart, I guess they're using it to organize all their SKUs. I just finished Sam Walton's
supply
book.
chain.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest things that made them so dominant was their basically they bought distribution centers and a trucking company and created their own trucking and distribution company when a lot of other chains at the times were like subbing that out to distribution.
They're very efficient with their logistics for sure.
So my question is, one of the big downfalls to blockchain technology is that it's cumbersome, because you got to have a copy of every single thing that's ever been on there on every single copy of that everybody has. So I don't know how Walmart is implementing this, and it'd be interesting to find out what they do with it, because it seems like the SKU system would be so much faster, even if it was less efficient. Like even if you could lose stuff through SKUs, if you put everything on a blockchain and you knew where everything was, but it took you, a transaction speed time to pull it up.
Yeah, I mean that's possible, but not all blockchains are slow transactions. I mean, there's plenty of blockchain, like the proof of stake blockchains primarily. That
but these aren't going to be mined or anything.
Well, I know. That's why I know they're not going to be mined. It's going to be like more of like a proof of stake type consensus. Like that's how the blockchain would work. But
I see what you're saying. Just all the Walmart computers would have to agree.
Yeah, exactly. But
they probably won't even go that far. I'd imagine they just run it on a server by itself.
Probably.
And honestly, they probably archive the old data. They probably won't even
and can pull it up if they need it.
Oh, they just pull up the last 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, some of those blockchains they can do thousands of transactions.
Shoot, Walmart might pull it up the last 6 hours.
I'll tell you what, if they do pull this off and succeed, man, it's going to be tough for Walton Chain. That's their whole deal. And their name's Walton Chain. Like, damn.
Maybe that is Walmart.
Yeah, they're testing it with Walton Chain, and they're like, this is kind of working. Let's scrap Walton Chain now.
Does Walton Chain have any relation to Sam Walton?
What?
No.
That's what we were talking about. Yeah. They're like, watch tomorrow. Their web. You go to Walton
Chain
website.
actually,
it's gonna say penis.
Walton Chain is actually based out of like China, or yeah, I think it's out of China.
China.
Yeah.
China.
All right,
we're
guys.
in debt to for $256 million.
Fuck you guys.
That's funny. All right. Well, that brings us to our coin focus. And our coin focus of the day is going to be BAT. That's the basic attention token. Heston's going to start this one off. Hesto.
Okay, BAT. Yeah, so I had the pleasure or the trouble of dealing with basic attention token today. So first off, I'll start by saying I really like the idea behind basic attention token. Basically, it's a cryptocurrency that's okay. It's not a cryptocurrency. It's a token.
I want you to meet my friend. She has a great personality.
ERC20 token.
That's kind of what I think about BAT is like it's got a good personality. Yeah, it's an ERC20 token. It's a utility token.
Homely.
She fat.
But
Get out of there.
So when you go to a website, it has ads all over the place, and you see the ads, but what are you getting out of it? Nothing, obviously. Now with basic attention token, you can block the ads, but if you want to see them, you can get paid to see the ads. So you get paid in basic attention token, and then the content creator, the person that posted the ad, will also get paid if you engage with that ad, if you click it or something like that. So, okay, the crutch that I see with basic attention token is really like the whole backbone of basic attention token is you have to have the Brave browser. It runs off the Brave protocol. You have to have the Brave browser to use it, which I think is where it really falls short and will not.
Is it disrespectful to Native Americans?
Brave?
Yeah.
Like the Braves.
Like the Braves? Yeah. Why don't you go look at the Braves mascot?
Well, the logo is a lion.
It's like a big, huge, like caricature of like an Indian person.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And as a person who thought he had a Native American background for many years before 23andMe was existed.
You did?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I bubbled Native American on a lot of shit.
Who told you were Native American?
My grandparents, all of them.
Oh yeah.
We're all Indians.
Every one of them told me we're Native American, and then like people in my family started doing all the 23andMe. I have never done it, but they started doing all the DNA tests, and it was like England 90%. It's like well.
You're just really, really, really white.
You're just super white. That's why I have bad teeth. I have the teeth for radio.
Also the face and the body. Ouch. The only thing you're lacking for radio is the personality. I'm just serious. So, basic attention token, I think, is a good idea. And what's really crazy about this is like the Brave browser, I think, is the crutch, but it's also the best thing about it. Because the Brave browser, they've come out and said that they basically just took Google Chrome's code and changed it a little bit. They added some security, they added some privacy, they added like extensions that default turned on. Like they have a really good ad blocker, and it's fast. Now, it's not as fast as they claim, because if you go to their website, they claim it's like 2 to 3 times faster than Google Chrome. It's pretty much identical. It's a little bit faster, though. It really is a little bit faster. Now, it's kind of new, and there's some glitchy stuff here and there, but, I mean, I got to say, it's a pretty damn good browser. It really, really is. It is fast, and I like the browser.
Is it better than Microsoft Edge?
Oh, a piece of paper using for an internet browser is better than Microsoft Edge.
Because I'm a
Anything
big
better than
Microsoft.
Edge?
Is there anything better than Microsoft Edge? That's my favorite browser.
I mean, honestly, I don't think so. But I mean,
No, actually, like
can't
but
win
for
them
real,
all.
for real, like honestly, there is nothing more frustrating on the fucking planet than like surfing the internet and then finding out after about 4 pages deep that you've been on Microsoft Edge this whole damn time,
Yeah.
and you have to cut out of everything just to open up some normal shit.
Yep. So, anyway,
So
Brave browser is very good. It is a good browser, and that's what you need to use basic attention token. And when you download the Brave browser, you also get some free attention token. You get some free BAT when you download it and install it and hook up your wallet and all that. But it's also the part that's going to hold it back, because who the hell is going to download some other random browser
Mozilla.
just to use this?
you literally did it today.
Well, but I have.
I am
I'm on
doing
a
it
podcast
right now.
but we're on a podcast about cryptocurrencies. Your
People are
mom
into crypto.
or dad is not going to ever download this.
You're becoming my mom, bro.
Some YouTuber, some big YouTuber, like who's the biggest YouTuber? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
Joe Rogan.
Sure. So Joe Rogan is not going to download the Brave browser just so he can get his basic attention token. Like
You're gonna play a clip of this.
You think about Mozilla. It doesn't come on a lot of platforms already. A lot of people download that browser to.
Yeah, plus
got a
crypto
good
is
point.
a techie place. People in crypto, it's not shit for them to download some browser.
You got a good point. So I mean, I would say maybe. There's a maybe
I see
behind
where you're
it,
coming
but
from.
it might take a long time. It's going to take. I feel like it would take a long time for mass adoption to take place because they do got a good browser. It is a good browser, but they're going to have to market themselves really well. And basic attention token is not one of those super like known cryptos. I would say it's not one when you're talking to the guy at work that only knows a few cryptocurrencies. That's not going to.
I'm going to download it on every computer at work and take the BATs into my.
You can't.
Speaking of cryptocurrencies that no one's ever heard of,
But they also have a good mobile browser too. Wait, so I want you guys to talk about basic attention token at a little.
that means it's time for our 3-on-3 fast break.
I mean, what are y'all's thoughts on this whole idea? Do you think it could work? I mean, do you think it's a good
I think
idea?
the idea could work. I honestly completely agree with what you said. I think it could work. I think there are browsers out there that aren't Google Chrome, that aren't Mozilla, that aren't Microsoft Edge. They get used. There's Opera. There's a few other ones. They're not mainstream. So I think that is going to be one of the key factors. I think they've got a great team.
Yeah, the guy that invented it was. Are you about to say it? Huh?
Created JavaScript
Yeah.
and Mozilla and a whole bunch of shit like that.
Yeah, that's probably why their browser's so good. But it's a long way off. So I mean, maybe
gonna
it's one of
help a
those
lot.
like super hodl coins.
Well, I picked this one this week was because it did get added, or it's going to be added to Coinbase. That's going to help a lot too.
That will.
Bring it mainstream.
And I wonder why they picked them. Out of all the coins in that little space in like the 20 to 30, or I don't know where it's ranked, but it's like in the top 100 for sure.
Maybe
I
they
wonder
pay them
why-
more than everybody else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
257 million.
They're now in debt to Coinbase.
I do like the idea behind getting paid to watch an ad, because you see this. Okay, you already see this implemented in some things like mobile games. Think of like Clash of Clans, right? So if you're building something, it takes like a certain amount of time, right? It takes like an hour or something like that. But you can speed up that process by buying diamonds or whatever, or watching an ad. So that's already that's kind of the route that they're going, They're rewarding you for watching an ad because it's your time, it's your attention. Why should you not be paid for it, compensated in some way?
Yeah, and something that just dawned on me too when you were talking about this is that so many of the different cryptocurrencies that we talked about, like Music Coin and some of the others for the entertainment, the arts industry, they take the money from the creator, the person that really matters, and they give it directly to the person that is enjoying it, or vice versa.
Exactly.
Well, this is kind of like you're the person that the advertiser is trying to get to. So I think an advertiser might like it better anyways if I could target you with an ad that you liked and you got compensated for it, so I didn't have to feel like I was just like shitting my ad all over you. It would be like nicer to be able to say like, hey, I'm going to throw this ad at you. We've done the research and targeted you for this ad because you're a millennial, you like cryptocurrency, you're into John McAfee bath salts. And so we got these hot new bath salts that are coming at you straight from Belize. And by the way,
I'd watch that ad.
Hey, I'll give you
definitely
20
I'd
Bitcoin.
click that ad. That'd be an engagement right there. I mean, coming from somebody that's like starting an online business right now and is dealing with ads, I would prefer that, because I feel like the person watching my ad wouldn't feel bombarded and annoyed by the ad, and maybe more likely to click it because they're already getting paid to watch it. So maybe the engagement will go up if they're already getting paid for watching it. Maybe they'll be like, oh, you know what? Click it. So instead of on Chrome, you just turn ad blocker on and you don't see any ads. On Brave, it comes by default, the ads are blocked. But if you want to get paid, you got to switch it off, and then you start seeing those ads and you can get paid for them. So it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I think it's a long way out. And
it's probably a Google killer too. Google dominates the internet ad marketplace.
Oh yeah.
And so if you could find something to just take a little chunk out of Google's pocket on that.
I mean, look at all the YouTube creators that are just complaining about like their compensation has just gone down and down and down. This could be a way to help them out. But I did hear one review from a YouTuber that I watch frequently, and I don't remember his name. But he used this, and he had nothing but complaints. He said that the process is complicated, convoluted. He still has never. He has like I think he said like 650.
Yeah, but that's crypto right now. It's the wild west. But everything is clunky and fucked up. It's just true. We got to polish all this stuff up, and we could be a couple of years away from this stuff.
Oh, we are definitely a couple of years away. So no, I like the idea. I just it's going to be those long-term hodls if you're talking about investment side. As an actual business, still a couple years too. Same thing.
You know what my favorite long-term hodls are?
What's that?
That's our 3-on-3 fast breaks. That's where each week we pick 3 coins from the 300 level market cap. We're going to make our pitch for that coin. We're going to give you an overview of that coin. We're going to tell you about the price, the market cap, supply, a little bit about what it does, why it does what it does, and does it have any potential for your future. All right, I went first last week. This week, heads, tails, we're going to go with Prater. P, what you got?
My coin this week is a 90s TV show where there were pilots.
Antoni Scarpacci.
Yep. Anybody guess what the name of it is? Wings. So it's
man, I used to love that show.
Right?
Yeah, I used to watch it right after Murder.
What was the guy that was? He was kind of like the dumb, super comedic relief.
Scarpacci.
What was the
taxi driver guy, right?
No, not him. That's the
mechanic
that played Monk for. Yeah, the mechanic.
Yeah.
What's his name? It's like
the guy. It was in Sideways, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I can't remember his name on the show.
Brian was the brother.
I thought it was Wade or something like that. Good show. really good show. One of the
Yeah,
good '90s
classic.
shows. It was like that, and what is it? All About Me or something like that, and all those '90s sitcoms. Brings back some memories.
I'll start your time now.
All right. So Wings is my 3-on-3 fast break this week. It's currently trading at 19 cents. It's got a market cap of $17 million, a circulating supply of 89 million wings, and a total supply of 100 million wings. It's currently traded on a bunch of platforms for being in a 300 level market cap. It is on Binance, Bittrex, HitBTC, and Liqui. So you can pretty much get it anywhere, and like 15 other different places. So wherever you want to get it, you can probably find it. So they don't actually have a working product yet, but what they are trying to do is cut out the scams in ICOs. So basically, Wings is gonna be a Yelp for ICOs in the easiest way to put it, I would say. So you can go on their website, and they will, along with other users, go through and vet the ICOs to say, okay, this one's definitely a scam. This one's not a scam. This one probably is a scam. But yeah, their website's pretty sketchy right now. They don't have a whole lot going on. There's a few different projects popped up there for upcoming ICOs that you can look at, but it definitely looks like it's still in the beta version. This is definitely a coin that you just want to keep your eye on and see once they get a product or once they get the Wings platform up and running. It could be a good source of information along with, potentially an investment if everything works out for them. Y'all got any questions?
They don't have a working product. There's already websites that do this. How are they gonna make this into a coin?
I don't know. It's an ERC20 token, so it's already a coin. It's already being traded. I mean, today, Wings had almost $500,000 in trading on Binance.
Dang, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's good volume.
That's better than ZenFin.
$200,000 on Liqui. They had some. They're getting traded. I mean, it was up 6% today too. Maybe they had some news come out that I didn't see. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hesto, tell me about SolarCoin.
SolarCoin?
Your time starts now.
All right, so SolarCoin, first of all, they have one of the ugliest websites I've ever seen, but that doesn't really make or break a coin. SolarCoin has been around since 2014. Let's go through the statistics first. I went super deep this week. I went all the way down. This is ranked 511.
So deep.
Market cap. It's worth 13 cents right now. It's got a market cap of 6 million, circulating supply of 44 million, and a total supply of 98 billion. So, SolarCoin basically is a proof of work, but instead of mining it from the CPU, you get rewarded by using solar energy. What they're trying to do is promote the use of renewable solar energy. So if you have solar panels on your house, you can have a solar coin account, and when you produce electricity using the solar panels, you'll get paid, you'll get compensated by SolarCoin. Their whole mission is to promote renewable energy. That's really all they're about. So I really like the idea about it. But see, the thing that gets me is how much you get paid. So you get paid 1 solar coin per 1 megawatt of energy. megawatt per hour energy. A average American household produces about 900 kilowatt hours of energy per month. So let's say that's about one, right? 900 is close enough to 1,000. We'll say 1 megawatt. So that means you get one solar coin a month for an average American household. SolarCoin is trading right now at 13 cents. So that means if you set up your SolarCoin wallet and you have, you spent however many thousands of dollars to set up your solar panels on your house. I mean, true, you're saving on electricity and all that stuff. But you get paid $13 a month with this. So, 13 cents a month. Even if it was dollars, it's still not enough. But you get paid 13 cents a month. Their whole claim is that this incentive will turn more people onto to solar energy. It will help curb the cost of setting up solar panels and the installation that comes along with it. I just don't see that happening because I don't think the compensation is high enough. I really like I'm an environmentalist. I really like their idea of trying to promote solar energy.
Oh, alrighty. Now it's time for my coin. That would be the coin Triggers. Triggers is not what you think it is. It is not the coin for your cisgendered, heteronormative patriarchy coming out of your safe space. It is a completely different type of trigger. The website is
that kind of trigger.
It actually is for that kind of trigger. It's really cool. So it's 11 million market cap, 32 million circulating of the Trig coins. 115K is about daily volume right now. It's tradable on Binance. Today it's up at 1.28%, and it's trading at about 36.5 cents. 36.5 cents. So this coin is dedicated to the development of safe triggers and smart triggers on guns. So it's going to try to coordinate all of the different electronic means by which you keep a gun from firing, and put them together onto a blockchain to identify where all the guns are, which guns are out. It'll tell you all the information about a gun. It's basically Judge Dredd.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and he's like the only one that could fire his gun.
Yeah.
So it's putting that onto a blockchain. So on their 2018 roadmap, so I started reading about this coin because I didn't know what the hell it was. Triggers is just in a 300 level market cap, but this one is. I mean, it depends on how you feel about the Second Amendment. I imagine you may specifically not want the government or anybody to have any access to be able to track your weapons, which is kind of part of the idea of having a gun to be able to defend yourself against tyranny. You wouldn't want it to be on a blockchain. But if your biggest concern was like school shootings or Chicago gang violence, then this really could be something that would make it so that only the owner of a gun would be able to use a gun. And also it works in coordination. I got 20 seconds left. It works in coordination with like smart cameras that affix to the gun. So that way when you pick the gun up, it recognizes who you are. It gives a 360 bubble view with audio and HD video of the whole situation before you fire that gun.
That's
Questions?
crazy.
I had a question. Well, shoot. I forgot.
Shoot. Ha ha! Huzzah! Huzzah! Wow. Well,
I'm the whiz.
Shit, wow.
Didn't that guy get arrested for something, the ShamWow guy?
yeah, I think
Bath salts.
Like, no, I think it was like, wasn't it? It was something creepy, I think.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was underage.
Yeah, I think so. Kitty porn. Or something like that.
Him
I don't know.
and McAfee were doing bath salts together, and he was trying to bang one of McAfee's dogs.
Yeah, it was like a whole cult thing.
Well,
Join the bath salt cult, bro.
I got this dog out there.
And fruits and 14-year-olds. That's all we got in here. Come into the fruit, bath salt, dog, 14-year-old girl room. Right this way.
All right. That about wraps things up for this episode.
On that note,
Be sure to tune in next week where we don't talk about any of that shit.
hey, don't make any promises, brother.
And we're gonna attempt to find an interview for you guys. It's something that you care about. So stay tuned to find out whether it's interesting or not.
Yeah, we're trying to get
John McAfee.
no,
We have been for a while, but he's not returning my calls.
we're trying to get Brady Quinn on the show.
Oh, B. Quinn?
Hey, Brady, if you're out there, come on, man. I know you're not that busy, but come on. Come join the show, man.
Just come on.
We'll go on your show if you come on our show.
You show us yours, we'll show you mine.
Just
Wait.
his, though.
We'll show you. We'll show you Brandon's. We'll
Both of
all
them are
show
gonna
you
show
Brandon's.
Be sure to check us out at D-Talk Podcast on Twitter and Facebook, Decentralized Talk on iTunes and iHeartRadio, and on Music Play. Links to the website in the description below. Stay decent, crypto.